Thanks very much, Scott. Yes, indeed. John, welcome back. Our birder expert and tour giver at the celery fields on all other kinds of birds. Good to have you in today.
It's good to be back again, and I'm delighted how well the chick is doing.
Yes.
And I understand the viewers have named her Sunny, or him Sunny. It's
Indeed.
a good name. Could be both.
It could.
S-U-N-N-Y.
That's right.
So Sunny.
Now, when will we be able to tell whether it's a boy or a girl?
Well, actually, it's going to be probably 2 years.
Oh,
we
really?
May not, yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Because
Okay.
if there were 2 chicks, then the bigger one would be female.
Oh.
Okay. And the same with the adults. The bigger bird is the female. And so it won't be really till we get the plumage on the bird where we'll be able to tell whether it's male or female.
And just to go over that plumage once again, I think that I see some feathers. And am I correct in saying that that downy kind of stuff, that whatever you call those, are those feathers, that downy fluff?
That's
that you had?
called natal plumage.
Natal plumage. That's
And
being replaced by feathers.
Yeah. Well, when they're first born, they're actually born cold-blooded, and they can't thermoregulate their temperature, and that's why the mother has to sit on them. The downy feathers warm them a little bit, but at nighttime, particularly, they have to sit. And then after about 8 days, they start growing their juvenile feathers, and that's what you're seeing now, the darker feathers in there. And you'll notice that the baby bird is preening itself, and the feathers grow out and actually have a casing on the shaft, and the preening then removes the casing and they can get the feathers. And then in the next week or two, we'll start seeing some of the contour feathers around the body, and the flight feathers. They're the ones at the ends of the wings. You'll see them form. And so in about 4 weeks, the baby will have to have the flight feathers in place so they can take their first flight, of course.
And those flight feathers will last about 2 years when they'll finally get the adult feathers, and those are the ones that will be able to sex the bird.
Actually, the flight feathers, they will molt in between, but it's about 2 years before they get the coloration of the adult. The solid brown back and,
Well, we're out of time. It goes so fast. You'll come back again next week.
Yes,
I hope,
next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday is fantastic. Yeah. When you come back next week, we're going to ask you about how to put this discreetly. How do they deal with their toiletry habits? Since the poor bird is confined to the nest for a month or two more. So we'll talk about that and other questions that the viewers may have.
If I'm allowed to say poop on the
you can.
thing, we'll talk about that.
We'll be right back.